That's it. I show up and the first thing I do is cough at you. So, welcome. Um, so yeah, we're playing some DDO tonight. Dungeons and Dragons Online. It is my second favorite MMO of all time. My first is City of Heroes. Um, and why are we playing this? We're largely just playing it as a lark to kill a little bit of time, to hang out a bit. I didn't want to play. I didn't want to play Skyrim or anything tonight. I just like, let's just play something sort of light and airy. I was looking for a UI scale, but I don't think we have one, which is too bad. Too darn bad. But yeah, no, I don't think we have a UI scale. Now what time is it? 9:07. We can mostly get started, right? So yeah, so we're playing some DDO tonight. This was 2006. It's based loosely on the D&D third edition rule set. So D&D 3.5, right? It is sort of an unholy cross between D&D third and like old school World of Warcraft builds, right? Not only does your character have sort of the traditional D&D character sheet, there you can see our character Varudan. He's a third level druid. But he has skills and he has feats. And if you played any Pathfinder or third edition D&D, this all looks exactly, very, very cozy to you probably. I have feats, I have spells, right? I got the whole shebang. But I also have perk trees, and these perk trees mostly follow the World of Warcraft style, old World of Warcraft formula, where each class has 3 trees, 3 specializations. So how the game goes is you have 20 levels plus a few more here and there, but you have 20 base levels. Every level is divided into 5 ranks, and every rank you get a perk point to put in one of those trees. So the amount of builds you can do is pretty incredible. Our build here, we're a little unoptimized, I'm sure. We're doing a wolf druid. So my goal is just wolves all day. I'm going to have a wolf. Now, mind you, unfortunately, my pet that I can summon with my spell is currently a hyena. We'll get back to wolves someday, but we're going to pretend the hyena is an honorary wolf. Like, we're going to give him like an honorary, PhD from Columbia University. And he's going to go on the sweater with my wolves. In the meantime, we can summon our little wolf companion. And there we go. So we got our buddy. And we will summon our other guy here once we get to the dungeon. So, all right. So we're heading in. So DDO is sort of it's an MMO, but it's not an open world MMO. It's sort of a hub-based MMO. So you have the village hubs, and then you go into instance dungeons with your buds. It does have sort of what I call explore areas. That is this with these sort of large, quote unquote, not open world, because they're not open world areas. We might as well summon the hyena for giggles, just so we get them out. I don't really need the buffs in this zone, but we're going to do it anyway. But these are areas where you can go sort of grind on monsters if you needed to. You get points for exploring. There are also dungeons here, so we can go down into this dungeon if we wanted, and so on. Now, I'm not gonna. I am, in fact, on sort of the last mission of this area. And we are just about to save Korthos here. Just about. And so I'm going to get on with that, and you can come along and watch me free up the dragon and wreck the devourer cult. Let's see, where the hell am I going? That's a good question. I'm a little early to cut east. Need to go south a bit more. And yeah, you can find all kinds of, groups of monsters and little side things. I like these explore areas. They're sort of neat. There's even like one-off monsters like bosses and stuff which will appear. Hey, Theron, how are you? What are some other examples of instance-based MMORPGs? I'm having trouble thinking of anything but open-world MMO. I mean, as a for instance, I don't know if you want to call it an MMO, but it is sort of an MMO. Warframe, I would argue, is an instance MMO, right? So you get your team and you go, and then you sort of queue up missions.
A scraggly dwarf sits on a log, trying in vain to keep.
I would argue that to be like nowadays, though it has a world, City of Heroes really is a hub MMO now, an instance MMO, because you primarily interact with. Now, don't get me wrong. There's raids out and so on in the world, but typically, if you get a team, you're going to do. If you do missions, all those missions are instance for you and your team, right? Now, again, don't get me wrong. That's sort of a super loose definition, a little bit. By that definition, WoW could be considered instance because if you're just going to do dungeons, then it's just But there's almost nothing to do in the open anymore in COH. Like you don't do what you used to do. What you used to do is you used to go to hazard zones and grind out huge groups of dudes, and no one does that anymore. You'll typically just do missions with your friends or whatever, or the challenges or the raids or the task forces, which are all instanced for you and your buds, right? So I would argue that is well more that the city now only acts as sort of a hub for the instance zones. And like I said, Warframe is sort of another one.
Breeze emanates
is there anything else I can think of? Off the top of my head, I can't. All right, so we do lose our buffs when we come in here, so we're going to recast. I'd assume it's cheaper to make instance-based MMOs, yet they go for huge worlds with hundreds of players. Well, you know what? I don't know. Yes, obviously, I think. Let's see, even... So, Phantasy Star Online 2 or Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 has the outdoors, and you can still go and interact with the outside.
You're here.
So here's our group.
There isn't much time.
So we're just going to be like, yeah, let's do the thing. Yeah, let's do it. So
Selimus, ready your
these guys are going to go and distract the cultists, and I'm going to go destroy the crystal thing.
Good. Now to clear your path.
Oh yeah, Phantasy Star is definitely a hub-based.
Now to find this quarry mine sun.
Guild Wars 2. I would consider
Go,
more
quickly.
open
I will
world in
mask
that
your
you
presence
typically
from the
do
mind
deal with
flayer.
the open world out and about. ESO is sort of a weird bird because you can go into the world, but I would argue that the world is almost for soloing, and when you do team stuff, you're mostly doing hub. Now again, that doesn't fit the definition really. That's a little bit of a loosey goosey definition. So I'm not sticking with that. But it's interesting because if you think about ESO has a weird dichotomy of solo-y content and group content. And the group content, almost none of it's out in the open, really. And maybe that could be true for WoW nowadays. To be honest, I haven't played WoW in a long time. I'm going to continue. I don't need to re-up my spell points at the moment. Let's just beat these dudes down here. But yeah, this definitely, and in fact, I'll tell you what. The funny part is, I feel this is one of the reasons this game didn't do well. I know that at the time, my friends and I, who played a lot of other games, including WoW and including COH and so on, did not like the fact that this was not an open world MMO. That was a non-starter for us at the time. And so this did not go over well. You know, it's specifically small design, as it were, just didn't go over well. I think it actually hurt it in general, not just with us, but with the broader audience, because it just wasn't what people expected out of an MMO in that time. They expected that big open world and grinding mobs outdoors and, boss content outdoors and that whole thing. Like what you would, they expected EverQuest, effectively, sort of. I played a little bit of Phantasy Star and I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, it was very much Phantasy Star. I didn't play Phantasy Star 2. I played Phantasy Star Online, and it definitely had that Asian MMO vibe before that became ubiquitous. So the controls were a little wonky. So we kill a bunch of ice dudes. They turn into zombies. We get jumped by... Oh, I got webbed. God dang it. I am still webbed. There we go. You know what? We're killing this thing because I don't like being webbed. There we go. There we go. A little bit better. Theron. It's cool, though. You can get a small group of 4 together and enjoy the game fully to this day since it doesn't rely on a huge player base. WoW feels much emptier. Yeah, I tried to go back to WoW and start a new character. And man, you can be alone for such a stretch in WoW. I do like I said, if you were a new MMO player and you didn't have... and you could do worse than go back to, say, COH, as a for instance. Nowadays, because there's a very excited and helpful player base, and like you said, it's sort of an instanced game, and so you can get 4 people together and just do missions and be perfectly happy. Same thing here. There are still very active guilds and so on, and you will find people running around. Now, getting a pickup group, I think, is a little harder in this game than COH. Now, some of that could just be me being antisocial. So don't take my word as an absolute. I don't actually like this dungeon, by the way. I think of the starter dungeons, this is sort of a pain in the ass. There's a little too much running around and hitting these goofy. Oh. Oop, almost got webbed. There's a little bit too much running around and hitting these stupid floor panels. And that's, I mean, I hate, I'm lazy. Did we get them all? I think there's a third one we have to hit. I used to remember this sequence.
Door is locked by a pair of
maybe not. Maybe I've gotten them already. I don't know.
Somewhere.
No, that door is still locked. Okay. And it depends. It depends a little bit on the game, right? Like if I'm super comfortable in a game, then I might be way more apt to just rando pickup. I never want to be the guy who is holding back whatever the group is, or not doing their thing. Like, I am not a good, I'm not good for pickup groups in, a lot of games, because it's like, I don't want to be that guy who's not producing the, 10,000 DPS or something, right? But the funny part is, there's a lot of games, like you could play Final Fantasy XIV and get into a pickup group, and they already know all this shit and don't need you anyway, and they're just dragging you along because they're being nice. In a lot of those dungeons. Now again, I mean, the other thing would be, there are still a lot of guilds, like in DDO, there's still a lot of guilds that are very active. There's still a lot of supergroups in COH that are active. And so you could probably find people to play with that would be, forgiving of you being a new player if you were indeed a new player. All right, so there you go. So we got the door open.
Door at the base of the cavern rolling open.
So and we're gonna pop our Featherfall cloak, and we're just gonna fall. And where the hell is the door? The door is to the south. So I think there we go. The only problem with that is we probably left our wolves behind. 100% understand. I always feel like an NPC in modern MMOs. Everyone plays so optimally. Agreed. Yes, that is absolutely the case. I agree. And I love builds and stuff and being optimal and being good at the game or whatever. But yeah, I do have a hard time keeping up a little bit, right? Now, keep in mind, so one thing to note, and I have not tried this out yet, ESO has added some weird roguelike vibe that you can solo or duo. So you go and you get ever increasing, like random encounters, I think, and buffs as you go, like a Slay the Spire meets ESO. So I always, whoops, oh geez, you know what? I'm playing windowed so that it matches the resolution I need to, and sometimes my mouse goes off the screen and I go, why aren't I controlling this thing anymore? Let me heal. There we go. And I really wish there was a restaurant here somewhere, but I think I'm good. I still have hundreds of points. Well, 100 points. Well, a fair bit less than 100.
Chills run down your spine.
So there's the dragon.
Face to face with a dragon that has been terrorized.
Now, fortunately, we don't have to kill him. We just have to
even at rest,
sneak past.
It is a truly awesome beast.
Because our buddies are coming in, and they're going to dink with him and letting us slip past. But that sort of random stuff is less fun. I like to experience the real adventure. So what I would say, where did we screw up here? Because there's a way.
The door at the rear of the
there it is.
Pops open. Attracted by the roar of combat rushing.
Yeah, I understand. Well, here's the thing with ESO. I will say this with ESO. ESO is amazingly soloable, except for the specific dungeons which are meant to be group, like the group dungeons. It is very... And the nice thing about ESO, unlike, say, a WoW, I think, where, you know, the quests are sort of crappy, like the stuff you would do out and about is a little bit... Like, ESO has really good quests. You know, very story-oriented. Like, it is a... there are some proper stories buried in ESO's quests, and all that stuff is eminently soloable. One of the problems I actually have with ESO is that there's this weird... It's almost 2 games in one. All the stuff you can do over here with the quests is very soloable and non-optimal. And all the stuff you can do in a group or dungeons or whatever requires you to be optimized. And so it's this weird dichotomy. So we rested. Let's get the hyena back. I mean, honorary wolf, sorry. I feel bad that that's not just another wolf, but it's not. Once you get level 2 in that spell, it becomes a hyena for some reason. So yeah, I don't know if someone was gonna like hey, I want to play a whatchamacallit, I want to solo. ESO would be definitely a choice. This game would be a choice. There are a few things that are amazingly hard to solo in this game, but you can. Oh, and I didn't do it. That was dumb of me, by the way. You can buy scrolls, which will give you hirelings.
Another heavy door.
And I mean, and don't get me wrong, I would necessarily spend money, but you can also buy with the DDO coins, ones that give you like you can get more than one hireling travel, so you can get a whole party. I think Final Fantasy 14 has that now, where you can just get a party with you of NPCs and do a lot of content just by yourself. Is DDO soloable? Probably a dumb question. You're playing solo. Yes, DDO is very soloable through a lot of its stuff. There are some missions that will be amazingly hard for you to solo.
The ground quavers, and you go down to see a tunnel beneath the ice. The dragon roars as it thunders after Selimas and Jeets and Talbron.
And there's different reasons for that. You know, obviously some of them are, you know, well, you have to be able to heal and you can't heal. You might need to be able to trap and you can't trap. So there are missions that are harder to do solo and easier to do solo in DDO. But generally, I find it a very soloable game. And there are builds that can solo everything, of course. I have not done, but there's a... Hey, hi, JJ, how you doing? From Seattle. I was only in Seattle once for a Microsoft conference years ago. A ton of years ago. When they were first coming out with .NET. I went to a conference. It was a very cool town, and one of those things where I was amazed because coming from Western PA and things sort of quiet down here in the evening, and going to another city and stuff was happening all night was very different to me. Where are we trying to get to? We're trying to get to... I think... I did, and I enjoyed Seattle. I was only there for, like I said, a week or whatever for the conference, but it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It was years and years ago. It could be a shithole now. I don't know. But it was great when I went. I did like it when I went. On the topic of, now this is actually a dangerous fight, because all these acolytes will magic missile the shit out of you. Or MILF's poison arrow you, MILF's magic arrow, or whatever they call it. It's effectively an acid arrow. MILF's acid arrow. There we go. Yeah, so they took a big chunk of hit points. Microsoft is amazing. Amazon has a major presence in Boeing, but I think Boeing's moving out. Where's my hyena? Is he dead? He must be dead. Poor guy. Let's get him back. We have the spell points, so let's get the hyena back. The honorary wolf, sorry. You can't make a sweater with a hyena. That's just it. Okay, got him. We'll try to knock him down, but we screwed it up. But we killed him anyway. Good deal. Oop. I was gonna say, is the hyena? He wants to fight somebody. Do you see that? I think we're gonna rest just cause we might as well. I think we are getting closer to the end here, so we're gonna rest up, take our long rest. I enjoyed it. Another city that I would that I enjoyed a great deal, but I would never live there because I can't imagine paying for it. San Diego, I thought the weather was the best thing I've ever experienced. San Diego's weather was like freaking incredible. It was the most beautiful weather I've ever experienced. You know, the weather here in Western PA, we get less sun than you do in Seattle, so... Oh, we just gutted those guys. I love it. I love it. I do, again, so my one, I say, gripe with this game, except that I don't really care, but I know other people hate it. They hate the combat. And the combat is floaty, and it's slidey. Right? You're never, it's not precise. It doesn't have that weight that you have in modern games. Again, I don't care. I sort of know where we're at. Again, you know, we're playing off of whatever goofy engine this is from 2006. And I sort of dig it, but I do know that other people, you know, balk at this. I have a lot of friends who won't play the game because of this floaty combat. I'm like, well, you're missing out, you do. And the one guy, I'm sort of pissed because my one friend who will never play this game would be great at it because he is the ultimate RPG character builder. Western PA has amazing real estate prices. Indeed, it does. Like we are blessed in a lot of ways, and that is definitely one way that we are in good shape. Oh yeah, this dude comes out. Oh, and we gutted the ice flenser. He did not. I mean, who has a name Flenser? That's like a kid who, you know, that's a kid who got picked on in middle school. Flenser. Come on, that's not a good. Like I said, I love it, and it is very fast-paced. Now, that's good and bad, right? you can easily find yourself quickly overwhelmed. Like you can be like, "Oop, I am dead. What the hell?" And I enjoy the combat. I don't think it's bad, but it is. I would say it is floaty. You do not get that impact, right? It doesn't really feel like you're hit or being hit or whatever. It is definitely not a modern melee combat game. How's that? But I mean, it's just like like a tap target game, right? You don't you don't necessarily feel impact or anything in a tap target game. But since this is sort of a quote-unquote real-time, not tap target, there's our guys knocking zombies down and eating them. I like it. Our boys are doing good. These are... There we go. Door is open. And you can see... So, here we have the dragon, the white dragon. What is it? Osir Pax and Drastix Ekthend, who is a mind flayer. I can't say illithid. And he's using this crystal to control him. And we're gonna sort of dink with that. Yeah, like he's... Hey guys. Yeah, there we go. And then we break it. This could be your chance. Well, so this is JJ. So this is Eberron, which I never liked, by the way.
The dragon reasserts its will and looks very annoyed.
But the setting for this is Eberron. So Eberron is sort of the steampunk science fantasy, right? Version.
With you.
The campaign world. Yes, the tentacle monsters are aliens. Yes. So there you go. We have beaten the cult. The illithid was driven off by the dragon, and the dragon takes off too, I think. We won. All right. So we did the thing. We're going to go to the Korthos docks.
So you won't have to walk back.
And we don't have to walk back. Perfect. That is my perfect ending.
And like magic, the snows stopped. Savior of Korthos!
Yay, we saved Korthos.
But destiny has greater plans for you than just this small village.
We're not quite leveled up. We're rank 14. I don't know if you can see it at the bottom. It's tiny. We're level 3. We're rank 14. We have 2 more ranks to go through. So originally the answer is no, Theron. DDO was set in Eberron. So you'll see ships, but you'll also see airships and shit like this, goofy whatever this is above this tavern and so on. They did add Forgotten Realms due to popular demand for it. People are like, man, we're playing D&D, but where's Forgotten Realms? And they added, and what you'll see, and one thing I do appreciate about the dudes running the game now is, and they've added a lot of the classical D&D modules to the game. Not exactly, but like they have Saltmarsh, they have Keeping the Borderlands, and they have Ravenloft. So there you go. We won, and now the question is, and I need to look at my inventory. What did I take? Inner focus, engraved circlet, goggles of insight. I took the boots, right? No, Pathfinders. Pathfinder's necklace gives me a dex bonus and a resistance. You know what? I will take the Pathfinder's necklace because if I'm wearing both the necklace and the boots, I also get a set bonus. It's a small set bonus, but it's +2 to hit. So I'm going to take the Pathfinder's necklace. And I will take off the Amulet of Inner Focus. Oh, jeez, I hate these little messages on the side. And I will put on the Pathfinder's necklace to get a +1 dex, which doesn't do me any good. My dex is terrible. +2 bonus to hit is awesome. And then a +1 resistance is a +1 bonus to all saving throws. That's a winner. So yeah, so we could literally go right now to keep on the Borderlands. And you know, and so on, and that's cool. So this is not. So when we go to the city. So there's a couple ways, right? In this case, so there is a faction called the Gatekeepers, and the Gatekeepers are the ones that control all the gates to all the planes. But here you'll see this guy, this Cregan the Gatekeeper. And so if we talk to him, he goes, hey, we want you to go to Keep on the Borderlands and get back a page of the Infinite Planes. I mean, we could do that. Would you like to do that? Sure. The Codex page has fallen into the bad dudes, the hands of the bad guys. Yes. And that's pretty much how it works. You just talk to the right people, and then you go to the right place. Again, it's not super open worldy, right? It's vaguely instancy. I cannot visit the ruins of Gianthold yet, but I can do Gianthold at some later date. So everything has effectively, I would argue. Now, I don't love how this goes, although I will say, strangely enough, I don't know if you remember Keep on the Borderlands, but Keep on the Borderlands was not a very complicated module. It was pretty sort of stupid, straightforward. Yeah, so there you go. There you get all the. It was pretty straightforward. It was effectively a giant, a little bit of outdoors, and then a dungeon with just different monsters sort of jammed next to each other. It doesn't level scale. What it does is there are every set of adventures effectively works with 2 levels. A heroic level. So, for instance, I don't know. Let's take a look here. No, he's not going to tell me. How about this guy? Yeah, so the Keep on the Borderlands heroic arc is CR1, and the legendary CR is CR21. So you could either play it at low levels, like level 1 to 3 kind of thing, which I am, or you can play it at levels 21 plus, and it will either scale one or the other for you. And a lot of the dungeons are for that. You'll see that when they do the packs of adventures, they go, hey, this is for levels 3 or level 17 or whatever, you know, and that's how it sort of works. So I mean, we're here. I suppose we could just do the thing, sure. So we're going to talk to all the people. And what all they're doing is they're saying, hey, why don't you go and take out these bad guys? Why don't you go take out these? So literally they're sending me to all the dungeons. This is a little bit of a, I would argue that this is a little bit of a lazy quest hub design. A lot of the other zones aren't quite this straightforward. But yeah, you know, the keep is sort of a weird. So there you go. So I've talked to all the guys. So literally every dungeon now is you know, every dungeon has something for me. But keep in mind the one thing to note, since you don't get now, I do need to find. I will say. I do need to find who the hell is the guy to... There's a couple things. Hireling vendor would be good. Well, I think I already have a level 1 contract, do I? Yes. Okay. So I don't need to buy another one of those. I'll keep the level 1 contract. Well, can I buy another one? Yeah, I'm going to buy one more level 1 contract. I'm going to sell some crap. We'll sell the amulet. If you could choose one ambassador to represent humanity to aliens, who would you pick? Don't know. I have no idea. That's a good question. But I don't know that it's one that I am equipped to answer at the moment, because I really... I need to find the Spirit Binder, because I don't want to go all the way back to Korthos when I die. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Oh, they have an altar. Okay, well, I'll take it. I'll touch the shrine. Ah, okay, there we go. So we will res at this location. So now let's go. We're gonna go out into the wilderness somewhere. There is a door somewhere. I just have to find it. I think it is over here. Oh, thank you. If you would, no, this is a different thing. That is not what I need. That is Portal of Return. I think back to the main hub city. I think I would pick if I had to answer you in the next 20 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. I think I would pick Carl Sagan. Now he's dead, so that's a problem. But I think that's who I'd pick. All right, so the keep, this is the Borderlands. So it is the Explorer Zone, right? So we have to find the dungeons. I love the Restless Isles quest. Finishing up with the Twilight Forge. This is a mandatory, fun, difficult pre-raid raid, and the puzzles are fun and hard to do without a guide. But when the group's up for a long run, no, it's all good. I mean, we don't have. It's not like we have a ton of chatters or whatever, Theron. You're fine. So we're just gonna head east. Yeah, I am not a super hardcore vet of DDO. I've only played a little bit. I have one character that has hit 20. And I'm not playing her right now because I would not be able to manage all the bits. Because I haven't played in such a long time. We're going to go to those huts, just because I see huts, so we're going to go. Oh, there's bad guys. Goblins. Oh, dude, well. Noodle blights. Oof, that sounds hideous. So we don't get experience for killing anything. We get experience for like hitting milestones, so to speak. So if we kill 25 things, we get points. If we get, and so on and so forth. A deer? I don't think we're going to kill a deer. Are we going to kill a deer? No. Okay, yeah, we killed a deer. I mean, we're a wolf. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. Ultimately, picking up copper pieces is pointless. But... Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this crap. Swarm? Ugh. What is this place? I sort of thought it was a landmark, and I would get explore points, but I have not gotten a discovery for coming here. So maybe it's just literally is just a, some buildings they put here. What is a wolf going to do with money? Good point. I mean, I do need some gear just to to buff my wolf form. So that's what I'm gonna do probably. um, and I do know, I think from what I remember, the dungeons are eastier then, but I'm just checking out. So, oh, look at this. I don't know what this is. Hold on.
Get an uneasy
Here we
feeling
go.
as you approach this ancient altar.
Yeah, so there's 20 places to discover here. You'll see there's 15 what they call rare encounters. And you'll see, so it's a little, not a puzzle, but sort of an explorer thing. You have to find a bat, a spider, and a snake socket. And otherwise, and then you can open this chest. So if I find, runes out and about, I should remember where this is. And I won't. I wish you could mark this. Can I? No, I can't. I can't ping them. That's too bad. You know what? I will admit that I do like reading the occasional SCP. But I couldn't tell you one from the other one. Right? You know what I mean? Like I could not. So 4 more creatures will get us some experience. So we will endeavor to find those creatures and kill them. You can see the hills right over there, and that's what's telling me we're getting close, because over those hills is going to be a bunch of dungeons. My rams might ran out. Let me re-ram and retooth. And we're just going to kill a random bear. Yep. I think there's some crap over here too. Where I'm just going to wander for a little bit too. Like I'm not in a super hurry though. This is a long sequence. There's a lot of dungeons, so keep that in mind. So maybe I should get a move on, but I'm sort of enjoying the leisurely pace. Almost every time I've done this, I've sort of, I've just rushed to the dungeons or whatever. What is your favorite SCP, Lois? It looks like there's a little lizard man village here. With
the keep under siege, the local lizard folk have grown.
There we go. We are raiding the lizard folk camp. I don't think so, lizard folk. Oh, there's another. Oh, I fell into the water. This wolf does not have great balance. There's an adventurer's pack, and we get, and there's these collectibles that you can get and turn in for rewards back in town. Just heard about it today and watching some videos on YouTube. No, I do like the the random stories, and it is sort of a cool vibe to think of that. What do you want to call it? Sort of an organization that's vaguely keeping us safe from existential threats. beyond our imagining. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I've played this one. I played this before.
This was once a great and impressive tower, but it was reduced to rubble
years ago. like a god-awful amount of years ago. I have played this before, so I'm not totally... I'm not super ignorant of what's what. And I know vaguely that somewhere over here are the things. Although I might have lost them already. Yeah, there it is. It's where that arrow is pointing me. Like, yeah.
A smashed wagon stands.
No, I wish I had
an ambushed caravan.
I have. Oh, jeez. Okay, ambush. Bugbears. I have not. Like I said, I have one character to 20. 20 plus a couple levels. I have never resurrected yet. So I am definitely not a pro. You know, I am people. Which is why I don't play this a lot online, because there are other people that are way, way better than I am playing this game. So no one wants to watch me rando play it on a nightly basis. You know, I'm not going to give anyone insights into builds or strategy tactics or anything, because I don't know jack. What about this burned down place? And I have not seen most of this area, actually, strangely enough. Nice. But I will take the XP for finding the landmarks. Now, indeed, you know, DDO is massive. There's so much crap to it. This just happens to be one of the modules where I have actually done some of the done the dungeons. What about the tabletop modules based on? Oh yes, absolutely, 100%. I have absolutely played the tabletop module, run the tabletop module. It is B2, Keep on the Borderlands. It is sort of a classic. It's not really a great module, strangely enough, by today's standards. But one of the things that it did at the time, which was super fun, was it had a whole keep with all the characters in it. See, B1, Into the Unknown, was just a dungeon. You were just thrown in and, hey, it's a dungeon. Good luck. B2, you had a whole keep. All the inhabitants were sort of detailed out. You had an overworld a little bit, like not a gigantic one, but you could meet things on the way to the dungeon. And so...
Small, squalid cave entrances.
There you go. So we found where all the humanoids are. So here's one right here.
And their monster allies have made their base.
And this one is Violent Delights. I'm not going to do Reaper because I suck enough to not do. I'm not good enough. I will do. Oh, this is the Null one. Okay. This is my. I say least favorite. But this is because it's. Or my favorite. I'm not sure. I vacillate depending on how I feel. I'm going to summon my guy. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. How's that? And I'm gonna buff. But notice, I mean, they're not fighting me.
You can see Knoll guards ahead, blocking the entrance.
Oh, B1. I'm sorry, it's B as in Bernice.
Just as you brace yourself for a fight, another Knoll.
No, so what they used to do is they used to have series of modules. So you would have B1 and B2 and B3 or whatever, G1, G2, G3. Like they. So they had series of modules which were either related or vaguely related, or not, and the Bs were effectively the beginner modules. So, okay, so Eula here's adventures cause trouble in the Borderlands. Lucky with you, Eula has a bone to pick with the tribe. Chief bring tribe to Borderlands when Cult of Evil Chaos say so. Half the tribe convinced too. We all come. No Outlanders still want to go back to mountains. Cult of Evil sucks. No, nothing but trouble. So, largely what we've stumbled into, the first thing we stumble into is a bunch of gnolls that don't want to be here and they want to overthrow their chief. So what's that got to do with me? So, Humans and Keep send you. I know, easy way to help humans. Convince no Outlanders they should go back to the mountains. They turn against Cult, no reason to stay. So we have to convince the gnolls. Eula give you Charm of Evil Chaos. She stole to enter camp. Say you from Cult, guards let you inside. Pretend you've not met me. All right.
Eula
Done.
daughter of the Gnoll chieftain, has given you a Charm of Evil Chaos to help you infiltrate the camp. She and the Gnoll Outlanders want to leave the Borderlands.
So we've got a Charm of Evil Chaos, and so we can actually enter there. So yeah, when I say B1 or B2, they're not split into sections as much as they were part of a series of modules that you would theoretically run together or in order, maybe. What do you think you're doing here? No outsider in camp. Turn tail. Know that rotten half-elf inside. Rotten half-elf? Well, I guess I'll tell the Cult that you won't let a treasured member inside. And they're like, what? And then we show them the charm.
The guards scramble to let you pass. Just as Eula said, a visitor from the Cult of Evil Chaos commands their attention.
So, for instance, one of the more famous series is Against the Giants. G1, as in get over here, as in giant. G2 and G3. And so you start by going and infiltrating attacking a hill giant fort, and that leads you to like a frost giant cavern, which then leads you to the underground lava fire giant king's stronghold, and you would do those typically in order. So here we are in the Gnolls' place, right? And what we have to do is we have to convince the Outlanders to unite and turn against the cultists. And so we have to find... So here you go. We're looking for named Gnolls. So here's Boomfoot. He doesn't like us. Who are we looking to talk to here? Where the heck are they? Outlander Muscle. So we're just going to go around until we find someone. Oro Sand Cloak. Okay, there we go. Half-elf, all by itself inside camp. Who let you in? I'm from the Cult. I can prove it. See this charm? You have shiny charm. Big deal. Other Gnolls' heads thicker than tree trunks, not Oro's. I don't care who you really are, phony cultist. Eula already convinced me to leave camp. Tricking the other Outlanders will work. Maybe the half-elf can push wary Gnolls over the edge. How might I do that? So, effectively, I think we have what, three of these dudes to fix. So Oro here, Chief and Cultist Gnolls sacrifice Outlanders, other Gnolls, to the Cult of Evil Chaos, but can't prove it. Grave Maw disappeared, so I'll see what I can find. So we have to find. So we have to convince three of the cultists, or three of the Outlander Gnolls, and the one way we can do that is gather evidence against the chief. Now this is what I like about these dungeons. These dungeons are actually not poorly put together. They're really well put together. Like, you are... It's not a mystery, but you have to find stuff. So here's the Diary of Boomfoot. Can I pick this up?
You find a stone
there we
slab
go.
Inscribed with Gnollish glyphs. After a moment, you're able to decipher the strange writing.
The last time Zark steal my food, he need to hunt his own prey. Thief better watch out. Boomfoot know things and's not afraid to tell.
This belongs to a Gnoll named Boomfoot, who claims to know a dark secret about Zark's Soot Club. Talking to Boomfoot could be very useful.
No, there's typically not there's not really checks like that. You're right. That's probably for the best, because again, that would really limit the solo ability of a lot of characters. In a lot of cases. So what do we got here? So Rhea. But you can see here, so keep in mind, so this will say, so I just said there's no checks. You will know when there's a check. So it says there's a check. Rhea shouldn't talk to you. Rhea not very smart. Rhea told to stay out of cult business. And so I can do a bluff check right now. That's what that is. Do I even have the ability to bluff anyone? No, I'm terrible, by the way. My bluff is -2. I'm going to roll it anyway. Rhea told not to trust strangers. That's good advice. So we'll have to figure out another way. So Zark, taking a look around, I've heard some of your lot want to leave. So we can intimidate Zark. You can't scare Zark. Zark the Vicious. Okay, so I can't intimidate them either. But what you'll notice is my quest log says, ask Boomfoot about Zark. So we can scare Zark another way, effectively. Is it possible to do a pacifist playthrough either with stealth or enchantment? Probably not, flea block. You probably can't. Like this mission, you can mostly pass until the end, and then you gotta fight. So no, this is a combat game, first and foremost. Blood and Chaos, can't find my lucky rat bone. Kolva bet other Knoll eat it. Lucky bone for luck, not for food.
Stumbled across Kolva Pebbleskin's diary.
So if we can find Kolva's rat bone, she might be convinced.
Finding it might persuade her to join your
And
side.
we have diplomacy, so we might be able to make this diplomacy check. Hold on. Our diplomacy is 0. Sure. We rolled a 6, so we blew it again. So we could have, if we could have made skill checks, we would have just been done with this. But we didn't, so now we have to do the rest of the quest, effectively. So there are the few checks, but they never leave you hanging. Like, we're never not going to be able to do stuff. So there's always one way through a quest, except some shortcuts are locked behind a skill check. Yeah, no, there are different ways through some of the quests, and there are sometimes skill checks to, have interesting stuff, and right? This one would have been a shortcut.
Vermin squirm inside the
But here we go. We'll kill the fire beetles. Now, I forget where all, the little bits are. And frankly, I didn't even remember the skill checks, to be honest. So again,
The vermin lets out a mangled shriek as you knock it into the dirt.
Okay, why is our hyena, why did he run into the lava? Hey, buddy, don't do that. So what's this rubble? So we kill some rubble. Huh. So what was the rubble for? Oh, more rubble. Interesting. I thought for sure if there's rubble, there's going to be something under the rubble, but it does not seem that I was right. It seems like that was just rubble. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Every mystery needs its red herrings. You an ally, but still smell tasty. Let's go look. So cultist scrapper. So these are the cultists now. So these are the loyalist gnolls. Now they let us in. Remember, they think we're cultists. And here's the chief. He's like, what is this? Wolf form cult. Worm form. I'm partial to wolf form. worm form called crawls into my worm. Oh, jeez. So I can read, but I just learned. Local fatty, are you Michael Emperor? No. No. I don't know who that is unless he's the guy from The Sopranos, in which case that's like the 5th time I've heard that. What's this? Worm from cult crawls into camp. Cult elders not tell me you coming. This is a surprise inspection. I see. I do all cult commands. I bring sacrifices to shrine. Convert more Outlanders every day. See for yourself. You don't mind if I take a look at that shrine, then? Perfectly normal inspection. As you wish. And so he's going to let me look at the shrine. And I'm going to look at the shrine. And you peer closely at the shrine. At first you see nothing but underneath a bone with a gemstone ring like the one Grave Maw used to wear.
You spot a gemstone
I did.
the
Worm form cult sounds great.
Oros said Gravemaw always wore a ring like that before
So,
he went
we
to
found
serve
the
cult.
proof. So that's good. So we
This
got
proof
proof.
of Gravemaw's death will convince the Outlanders once and for all that
Now,
they
can we
should
open this
abandon the
quietly? And here's our rest shrines. So that's cool. Here's a crude altar. We can get like little collectibles, like I said. Oh, wait, there's a rat bone. I think, that's for Kolva. So we got 2 of the 3 things we need to get. So let's go back real quick. So is your character a werewolf or a regular wolf just sentient in D&D? I am a druid. So here you go. So I am this guy. Now, by the way, I did look at my character and I randomized this, and man, we did him dirty with his hair. Like, his hair is just awful. Dude, that is bad hair. That's like a reverse mullet. It's like business in the back, party in the front. I don't even know what's going on there. You popped up in recommendations. I was like, oh, I guess Chris started a YouTube channel. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Let me turn back into wolf. So I am looking for my folks here. So we got Kolva. I found this bone by the fire. So I convinced her. And Zark? No. No, Rhea, maybe? Is she the one who needs the bone? No. I need to go find... Oh, there's a door there. Oh, interesting. Don't mind if I do with the pile of gold. And that is locked. Okay. Nonetheless, someone wanted a bone. So it's going to ask if you're Michael, but a little people I know think he's hideous. I'm always a little leery about telling people who they look like. I'm sure. No, Oops. Oro? Who needed the bone? Lucky rat bone found. Ask Boomfoot. Let's go. Well, we'll go ask Boomfoot while we're here. We'll go find Boomfoot again if I can find him. He was at the door, right? Yes, there we go. So big Boomfoot there. We're going to ask him about Zark. What do you know about Zark? Zark the Vicious. Boomfoot can't help but laugh. Last big battle. Boomfoot injured leg, so rest on a boulder. Boomfoot, look around and see Zark cower in fear behind a tree. So Zark is actually a coward.
Boomfoot reveals that Zark Soot Club, the renowned Outlander fighter,
he can't stand the sight of blood. So there you go. So we're going to go tell Zark that we know so that he will join our cause. We will extort him to ensure his loyalty. It's going to work. So Boomfoot told me you don't like the battle, all this battle and blood. And then Boomfoot, he dare destroy reputation of Zark the Vicious. Zark tear him limb from limb. And he goes, it's true. Zark won't vomit at the sight of blood. All right, there you go. So Zark, we've convinced Zark. We have one more piece of convincing to do. And I'm not exactly sure with whom to do it. I respect that Zark gaslit people this hard. Yes. So we got the proof. He doesn't like to go in there because of the beast. That's fine. Let's go. And we need to find one more dude. Who wants a damn bone? That's really what we're looking for here. Oops, sorry. Oh, let's go find this tablet here. How's that? No like small cave. Rhea miss home. Rhea miss tall mountains. But no leave without Kolva. She's smart, Noel. She knows best. If Kolva want to stay, Rhea will stay.
Brasstuck's diary hidden in the dirt. It seems Rhea admires Kolva Pebbleskin.
So maybe we can use that to talk to her. Yeah, Zark was very much, all blood and thunder there, but not in reality. So let's go talk to Rhea again and see if we can't. Kolva told me she wants to leave. Bam. So there you go.
Noel nods in agreement.
So now we've gotten all three and completed all those objectives.
To turn against Chief Bloodgleam and her cultists. You've convinced members of the tribe to turn against the cult of evil chaos and found proof that Chief Bloodgleam has been lying about sending the Outlanders to work with the cultists. This should be more.
So now they're standing off. Let me
Noel's
cast.
Chief Bloodgleam
Buffs.
bellows at the crowd.
You would trust this outsider.
Make sure
over
my
your own
hyena's
chief?
here.
Have you forgotten everything the cult has done for you idiots?
The Outlanders seem to reconsider. But you have something that will convince them. You hold up Grave Maw's
Hold on,
bloody
we're gonna
ring
cast.
and
Oh no, we
reveal that
can't.
you
We can't
found it
cast
in
the cleric.
chief's shrine.
I should have cast. I really need to cast this damn cleric. Oh, okay. Looks like we're fighting. A little bit of a messy battle.
Another group of gnolls rushes into the chamber.
I mean, I sort of wish I wasn't leading the
You
charge.
think you've won against the onslaught of gnoll cultists.
Okay, good. How we doing on health? 45. There we go. Okay, so we did.
Cultist remains standing. The Outlanders cheer.
We have
Believe
some
that they can
status.
finally leave the borderlands.
What is
behind.
that status?
Those fools!
Heroic Howl. Your attack, saves, ability, skills, and damage were reduced. So we
Yula
took.
stands beside Oro.
We got the
laughs at her.
debuffed effectively.
There must be more to these two than it initially seemed.
All right, so what do we got here? Eula and Oro. Eula's like, haha, foolish half-elf. You do everything Eula wanted. Now that hard part over, Eula Bet Adventure finally asked some good questions. I'm guessing you didn't do this for the Outlanders, did you? Outlanders, bah, they'll run back to the mountains for good. But now Oro and Eula want more than the same old life in the same old mountains. We want to be together, knowing Chief she'd kill Eula for loving enemy Nold like Oro. But Chief Bloodgleam can't tell Eula what to do if she's dead first. All right. So we killed her mother and half the tribe, so these two could Romeo and Juliet off into the hills.
With Chief
I'm okay with that because we got to get rid of these gnolls anyway. So they are leaving.
The wilds together. As they turn to leave, Eula tells you to hold on to the charm of evil chaos she gave you.
And so we do find it's not terrible. The crossbow doesn't matter for me. These arcane ingots can be used to craft in the border. You can go to crafters in the Borderlands and go, hey, make me a weapon or something with these. So that's cool. I did find Dusk Palm. Dusk Palm is interesting because it's dodge +1. So that's a 1% chance to avoid damage effectively. which isn't great, but you tend to add those. And technically, actually, I have a power I should put on my bar, but again, I'm not playing very well at the moment. I'm not. But 1%, and it has a yellow augment, so you can actually then get augments to up your stats and so on those. Now, do I have... How the hell do I unlock... I don't actually know how to unlock this chest. I'm not sure what that... I know that symbol means that it's locked, but I don't know how you unlock it. So I will have to, at some point, look that up. But for now, we're going to bolt out of here. Yeah, this is, yes, I would agree. This would be a clunky place to have a bunch of characters running around. That is true. Now keep in mind, if you're in here with 4 players, you'll pop through that one pretty darn quick, I think, because, especially if you have anybody that knows all the steps or whatever. So, okay, on to the next one, which is actually really close. Like, this is a weird... The reason why I think people do this one is just... these things are so close to each other, and you can just pop in and get all the XP and run all the dungeons sort of in a quick... And this is total chaos. I have no idea what's in here. I will in a minute. Oh, this is the temple. Oh, crap. I would love to do this at the end, but do I have to do this at the end? I forget. Problem is, if you leave, you're going to take a penalty. So we're just going to do it as far as we can do it, and we'll make it work. Well, nothing really, but it is sort of the last. I mean, technically, it should be the last dungeon, kind of, right? I don't know if I need something from the other dungeons to complete this. So we do have a buddy now, Dryad Will-O-Wisp. She is a cleric. So largely, I'm just bringing her along to heal me. So yeah, we're gonna let her heal me and.
Whispery voices and screaming
Here we go. A lot of
announce the presence of Green Day.
We'll put her on active, and she'll heal a little bit more aggressively, I think. We have a lot of spots to explore. This is reasonably large. Oof, there's a lot of dudes, too. And these guys are gross. What the hell are these dudes? What is that? We're not we're taking some damage for sure, but the cleric is coming through. Without the cleric, this would be rough. But that's okay. So we're gonna head south here. Oh. So into this shiny, expensive table.
Unseen voices murmur from the shadows of this chamber.
Take us with you.
Take us away.
No, get away. Don't do it. Take the shinies.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, we are going to touch all this stuff because it's fun. So a gleaming set of tableware stands on a pedestal amongst the piles of treasure. It looks far too tempting to be merely more expensive than everything else put here together. The whispering voices collectively hold their breath in excited anticipation. The only question remains, what are you waiting for? Take all the shinies or step away from the pedestal and run like hell. Oh, let's take all the shinies and see what happens.
As you pick up the shiny golden tableware, the murmur of the voices rises.
We get English, of course. These are what? Dretches? Is that what these are? I don't... Yeah, Dretch. They're like super, super low-grade demons, right? So we do have to worry about a Dryad and her. Let's see if can we take the gold, or do we get another ambush if we eat the gold? Not that the gold really matters in the long run. Do you lose XP if you die in this game? No, you don't. You do lose durability off of your stuff, which doesn't matter, I don't think, until you get really high level and have really, really expensive crap. But you lose some durability off your gear. And you might lose, not I'd say progress, but you know, like if I die and I can't get back to a shrine, you'll have to go all the way back to town. So it's a little annoying. It's not there's not no penalty for dying. It's pretty minor. In a group, it's a little easier to deal with dying because there's usually someone that can get you up. And if not, they can drag you back to the res shrine. But alone, it's a little harder sometimes to get back to the res shrine. Ah, damn it. Guy ran right away, and then he hit me with something, but I saved, so thank goodness. And then these guys are still sleeping, which is sort of fun. And then this guy's a really heavy sleeper. That would suck. Like, he's having a nice dream, and then all of a sudden just ripped apart by wolves. That's not cool. And one hyena. Wolves and one singular hyena. Okay. What? Oh. Okay, so we lose the Ram's Might. Let's cast it back. And the Fang, the magic Fang. Just hold on. Let's Oh! I don't want them to gang tackle the cleric alone. That's I don't want her using her healing on herself. She should only heal. Arr, I'm busting up your temple. Right, so this is where
to you shouldn't be here. Step away from that. Run.
Yeah, so if we had... Now, I don't know where the hell we find these. Theoretically, somewhere we should have been able to find some seals, and those seals would then have some effect we could pull off. Let me not worry about this yet. Is that a pull chain? No, it doesn't look like actually a pull thing. Now this looks like... Do I have to... If I step on that, does it go out or does it stay on? Like, what happens? No? Because it looks like a puzzly thing, but I don't see anything happening, so... Alright, I'm just going to not worry about it at the moment. But yeah, this looks like... Yeah, it looks like I'm missing something here. Man, I wish that would go off. Like, it feels like it should. It feels like it's a steppy toggle switch puzzle, right? But presumably not there. Yeah, imagine waking up and seeing 2 wolves and 1 honorary wolf ripping your limbs off. Yes! Imagine it. It would be horrifying. I mean, you are an evil cultist of like some evil god. You probably could have foreseen that you were going to end up on the bad end of something. So I have 2 minutes left of my buff, about half my spell points. Let's go north from here. Oop, more dudes. Oop, totally ran by that guy. There are more sleepers? Yep. Here, we're... Wake up call. We are the wake-up call for the cultists. But I've slain most of the cultists, but have not done any of the other objectives. I am not doing a good job here. So let's go and... Oop. Check out as many nooks and crannies as possible. So we've got some just rando skeletons here in this spot. Ooh. Oh, I don't like this. I do remember this.
The prisoner in this cell is a Medusa.
You don't look stupid enough to be a cultist.
She calls out.
Tell me what you're doing here.
This is Hera, the pretty problematic prisoner.
Stone.
So she's a Medusa. Of course, I don't, in I think D&D 3.5, like I don't look at her and turn to stone. She essentially death gazes me and I turn to stone. So I will tell her, I mean, I could attack her. I'm gonna diplomacy her. My charisma's 6. My diplomacy is terrible. I'm here to stop. I'm gonna just say what happened and see what happens. I'm here. It's a long story. Find me a key to unlock the chain, and I'll help you defeat the cult. Go. Okay. So she doesn't mind, but I could try it. How about I diplomacy? I rolled a 14. That's a failure. Why? That's the most sensible sediment I've heard. Sediment. Okay. I've heard in years. You're not a statue now. Let's see if we can keep that going. Okay. I'm going to go try to find a key, of course, to let her out. If she's going to help me defeat the cult, I'm all for it. But let's see if we can find that key. Presumably there's a jailer somewhere, maybe. That door is locked. Oop. Got some zombies. Axe cultists, which are really just zombies, as far as I can tell. This door is locked. Damn it. Okay. Well, I could really use a damn thief, couldn't I? Or a rogue. I'm sorry. In the new.
You hear footsteps down below.
Oh, there we go.
And a gruff voice calls out.
Put them in the manacles, boss. I'll be right over.
So here we got a bunch of keys, which I will take. And then
A large portion doesn't take.
a bunch of baggage.
You're not one of us.
Oh, and let's kill this. This guy's actually kicking her butt a little bit. There we go. We ate the torturer.
You lose souls from your race.
Hey, what's up, Tyler? How are you? All right, so there you go. So we have killed the torturer. So that's cool. I think one of those keys likely goes to the Medusa's chains there, but certainly the rest of the doors. Let me hold on one second. Somewhere. Oh, yes, right. Somewhere I have a power. And I need to figure out how to get that damn thing down onto my bar. There we go. Flight. And I'm going to put these off to the side because those are clickies. I'll put Alt 1. So what this is quote unquote, this is flight. Duration 10 seconds, plus 20 dodge bonus for 10 seconds. And I get that, I can use that in lieu of Wild Empathy. And I figured that's good because Wild Empathy is sort of useless. I'm doing good, and I hope you're doing good as well. I am. I'm living for the weekends nowadays, and so here we are. And so I'm gonna highlight Dryad Will-O-Wisp here, and I'm gonna tell her. Actually, I'm gonna highlight the shrine. I'm gonna tell her to rest, and then I am going to rest. So we're going to take her a long rest. You notice she's down to like 68. I don't know if you can see it over. I'm going to point to the screen as though you can see my finger. Over here. But yeah, she was hurting a little bit, spell point wise. And do we still have our buddy? No, I think we ditched the hyena because we long rested. Let's call back our honorary wolf. I'm not calling him a hyena. He is an honorary wolf. So as I tell people, it's definitely an old game. It's a 2006 game, absolutely 100%. And so it does have a few warts from just being that old. Having said that, I like it. I think it is a well done game. That deserves, its longevity. I think it is one of the best character build systems. If you like, I don't know what kind of games you like to play, but if you like a complicated character build, this is a good system. Oh, so here's a white. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if he shows up all the time or if he's just a special dude. All right, so we do kill the white. I don't know if there's anything else in here that we need to tackle. Yeah, he must have been in here every time. Its character build system is second to none. It's based off of D&D 3, 3rd edition, as well as sort of like a World of Warcraft style, old World of Warcraft style, three trees, right? So I have I have 4 trees, and I actually can get more of perks. And I did play in 2006. Now again, there were other games that we were playing at the time, and me and my a gelatinous cube. Ugh. Not a giant fan of oozes or cubes. I think he ate the cleric. We bounced off the game a little bit back in 2006, primarily because it wasn't really an open world or MMO, and that's sort of what we were doing at the time. But nowadays, I'm not quite as worried about that. That is all crap, but we're going to take it. But yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy the character builds a lot. And so, yeah, I'm still playing, after however many years I play. So here's the Medusa. We have her key. The dungeons, by the way, are also great. So we're going to open the lock with the iron key. Hopefully she doesn't eat us.
Freed of her bonds,
I can't wait to immortalize.
Medusa agrees to
Oh, sediment. She was making a rock pun. Oh.
She says,
I think it's time for a
Okay.
small chat, face to face.
So she's coming with us. So that's sort of cool. She is going to come right the hell with us. And she is going to follow. Slowly, of course. But she's going to follow, and we're going to kill cultists together. So I'm all for it. Come on. Does it unnerve me that does her inevitable treachery make me nervous? Yes. But for the time being, it's great. We are unstoppable for the time being. So let's head south and see if we can get some more cultists. Or something to kill. There we go. Come on, guys. Catch up. And she has a bow. And she does that, which is ridiculous. No, the dungeons are very varied. They are wildly different in size and the amount of time they take. And there are some that are all combat. There are some that are very talky. The dungeons in the game, in my opinion, are very well done. They have some of them have traps. Some of them have little mini platforming. Some of them, right? I mean, there's quite a bit of variation in there. More so than most games that exist, I think. So, okay, so we are... So it says explore all the nooks and crannies of the cavern network, and there's 4 nooks and crannies left. So I have 4 more places to discover, it seems. Here we go. Make sure our Medusa... I mean, she is... trying to knock him down. I do love watching her do that power because it looks terrifying. I don't know how effective it is. I don't actually know what it's doing.
The passage ahead is blocked by a cave-in. About 20 man-months would be enough to dig through it. Or 5 dwarf months, give or take.
Oh. Can we make it up there? Yes, come on. Come on. Ah, oh, really? I thought for sure I would mantle up there. Because doesn't it look like I should be able to mantle up there? It does, doesn't it? That's just, I'm getting cheated here a little bit. Let's... I think I'm supposed to go up there. I think there's actually a little secret up there to find, if I recall correctly. There we go. There we go. Let me turn back to a wolf, though. In case it's a fighting secret. Oh, look at this. Look at that. That is cool. That is bitchin', actually. Oh, there's all my followers. You know? Poor Dryad could use some hit points. Like, she is level 1. I really need to up my hireling game here, because she is not doing well. But so be it. Do I rest? I'm going to rest, because there's no way we're getting back here in any reasonable... I'm going to have her rest. Yeah, that's my wolf form. Druids... druids can turn into wolves or bears. So... So that's a good question. Can I get back out is actually the real question. Hopefully that's an easier... Oh, yeah, it's an easier out, right? So I'm going to summon on this side of the rocks. And then we're going to cast buffs, of course. Ram's Might and Magic Fang. We're going to hope to find more nooks and crannies. Oh, wait. This is Eula and wait a minute. Hold on. You hear voices too. What is going on? Temptingly large gem. Oh my, that's hilarious. Hey, come with me. Oh, hey there. Are you real? Yeah, she's wondering. Come with me. First steps to defeat the cultists. Worth a shot. Let's go. Okay, cool.
You
Ooh,
notice
it's
an
blood.
expensive-looking gem embedded in the throne made of human bones.
A single-player open-world RPG Dungeons and Dragons game where you create your own character, make your own choices, etc. would be interesting. Yes. This gem is made of money. Come here, big guy.
As you pluck out
Of
the gem,
course, you know that's
you
going
need
to cause
soul
any of right? Yes.
The dead rise.
Greed is punished. Not in the real world, but it is definitely punished in a game. The GM is laughing at us, going, "Oh, you want the gem, huh? Okay, ha ha ha." Rolls dice behind screen. And I'm like, "Hell's yeah, I want the gem. 100%. I got. Look at this crew I have. I think these gnolls are honorary wolves here for a little bit." So we need to find 2 more nooks and crannies. And I am not sure where those would be. I think that's optional, though, right? Yeah, that is optional. We do need to find a missing codex page, which... Ooh, okay. There are rumors Bethesda was going to make a Game of Thrones game, but it didn't happen. Well, I thought ZeniMax, which are the makers of ESO, are indeed doing another MMO, which is not ESO. It's not an ESO or an ESO, spin-off or whatever. So we're going to look real quick just to make sure that we haven't missed anything here. I don't think we have. It's funny, the gnolls are honorary wolves, as is the cleric. Absolutely. I love this little crew we have here momentarily. That's funny, actually. Now, she is going to... my guess is she turns against us, the Medusa, and that's going to suck hard, but we'll see. So we've already been in here. I don't think there's anything over there that I've missed, but I'll check it when I come back down this way. Medusa stops. I'll stay here to make sure no one sneaks out past you.
I'll stay.
I know this place well, and there's
Sure,
only
no
one way out. Okay.
sneaks out past you.
So this is where the bad guys are, ultimately. I just need to figure out how to get to them.
And this is the only way out.
That's fine. I am so annoyed because I am never going to find a secret door. So I need some kind of I need some kind of magical ability to spot shit, and I do not have it. So we'll have to just make do with what we have. 100% you're going to get rocked, but yes, absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. And it could be possible that this is sort of where we're blocked, is that we can't go any further until we figure out how to buy some kind of magical spot or search thing. Which would suck a little bit, but there usually is a way to go even if you can't. There's usually a thing, right? There's I just don't remember what it is. So So I'm vaguely looking around. For a lever. Oh, wait. There's another sort of path. Interesting. And I have run out of Ram's Might. So there's another path here. Oh, this one is not a finder. It's just there and you open it. That's cool. Let me Ram's Might again, though. And Magic Fang again. And here we go. Here's some bad guys. Oh, it's the bad guy. I see red text. I'm in. No, dude. We are eating you. There we go. And he runs. Oh, he takes off. You little bastard. No. We can't catch him. Catch him. And he's immune to being knocked down. Of course, the Medusa will get him. There we go.
His voice turns into a scream and is then cut short.
Now we got to kill the rest of these dudes, though. Hold on. Oh, they're still fighting. The Knolls are going to town on somebody. Oh, they did go to town on somebody. Okay, so here's the missing... Oh, perfect. Missing Codex page. That's good. I'm glad I came back in here, because otherwise that would have sucked. Could you get off the Codex page, please? So there you go. That's the adventure completed, at least the missing Codex part. There's a collectible. Here's some gold. Yeah, I don't know. Like, her gaze could be save versus, like, save or not. Like, she could have... I don't know what that gaze actually is. A bulwark helm. So what is this? Protection, +1 deflection bonus to AC. That's pretty cool. And false life grants +4 maximum hit points, which is a little garbage, but plus a yellow augment. There's nothing wrong with it. I will take all that. It looks like the Medusa wants to chat. Sure. If this were a single player game, I would save. Let's get all the boys right here.
The Medusa smiles sweetly at you.
I believe this.
Oh, she's gonna attack me. Oh yeah, she's attacking me. I'm gonna pull my dodge. Oh, and the Knolls also jumped me. Zoinks! I don't know what happened with the Knolls. I feel bad.
The Medusa snarls at you.
I'll turn this whole valley to stone if I have to. I am its rightful queen. Serve and be spared, weaklings.
The Medusa falls. Her plans for the valley, good or ill, die with her.
So we did manage to kill her. The one thing we did not do is find the last nook or cranny, which might be up here. And I can't find those spots. Yes, the gatekeeper wanted the gatekeeper wanted the page. So technically, we have completed his quest, and that's fine. So we're going to finish to warp out of here. I am going to take 2 minutes to get something to drink. Slightly, it's not quite water. And I will be back in a couple minutes. So just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back very shortly. Alrighty. All right, we're back and on to the next bit, I think, here. Oops, hold on. Here we go. Is it down there, or did I just screw myself? I don't know. Good question. Is this it? Yes, it is. Okay, Caged Beast. Oh, yes, of course. We're going in. We'll try it on Elite.
Judging from the old bones scattered on the floor, something large and dangerous has lived in this cave for some time. But the flicker of torchlight ahead suggests that there have been some more recent arrivals.
Right, so we're not sure what's in here. But our hyena is going to kill those goblins? Nice. Okay, so those guys are dead. I have no idea. I mean, obviously the goblins are caging. Oh, wow, they gutted. They gutted that one bugbear. I saw his hit points just drop like a stone. If I remember, I think it's an owlbear. I think they've caged an owlbear. And I need some sort of device to put in there to open that. So let's see if we can find whatever it is.
Chaos has set up camp in this cave, with the goal of capturing and taming the beast that lives within.
And an owlbear would sort of be on point. Like, that's sort of, I'll not say a cliche, but that's sort of the typical, hey, we want to capture something gigantic and nasty, low level. Let's make it an owlbear, because they're pretty dangerous at low levels. My fellows in chaos, we've successfully sealed off the creature's lair, and I've employed a beastmaster. Imagine the weapon that this creature would make. It would cut through the farmers of this sleepy valley like a hot knife through butter. I need to bring in some more hobgoblins into the cave. Let chaos prevail. Okay. So, yeah. I suppose I'll pick up the potion. Oop. More goblins. Even Baldur's Gate had an owlbear quest like this. Did it? Oh, I only got through the... so far, I have not gotten past the first half of, say, Act 1. And I do enjoy Baldur's Gate, but I'm not quite as fond of the party-based isometric games anymore, so it's a tiny bit of a chore to at some point to manage all their inventories and level them all up and all that crap. I'm getting a little lazy like that in my old age. I'm going to heal you for a couple points. There we go. Why don't you heal yourself? There you go. Okay. So we pulled a lever. Maybe that is the lever to that other spot. Oh. What are we doing? Okay, yeah, she's healing herself. That's cool. That's good. Very good. Yeah, I mean, I would do. Wouldn't you do a... there you go. So we have a rest shrine. That's cool. I will take a rest shrine. What's in here, though? Oh, ow. Damn it. Ow. And I'm slowed for 6. Oh, I'm trapped for 6 seconds. 3, 2, there we go. I agree. I like third-person adventure recommending one person. Now, I like Baldur's Gate, and it is a
You spot
oh shit!
Inside the cavern chamber ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna back
off. You can also see the nest of something much larger.
I don't really need to rest, really. To be honest, I'm gonna tell her to heal me. We can just go forward. We'll heal if this battle goes poorly. We can heal. It's right here. So rats. I see a red name. Oh shit! There it is. What is that? Is that an owlbear? Of course it is, right? Yes. Yes, it's an owlbear.
And the the cult's plan to make the beast into a weapon they could use against the
Oh,
residents in the valley.
as an owl. No. All right. So we've killed the owlbear. That gives us some XP, and that's going to level us up. Thin black cloak is +1 enhancement to Dex. Not great for me, but okay. It's better than the Featherfall cloak. But only because the Featherfall cloak is a clicky, so I can just take it off and put it somewhere. So I'm going to take the Featherfall cloak off. I can still make it a clicky if I need it. And I am going to put the new cloak on. If I could find it in my inventory, that would be... Oh, I haven't taken it yet. Well, duh. Okay. So I'll take the thin black cloak. I'll take the +1 to AC. Almost doesn't matter. Oh, so we do have the Null Charm of Evil Chaos. I don't know that I care to build all the things of chaos, so I might just not worry about it. I mean, my will save should be good because of my wisdom, so I'm going to put the helmet on. That raises my armor class to 14 and gives me 4 more hit points, which is not a huge deal, but we'll take it. And this is protection +1, but keep in mind, remember, in D&D 3rd, you cannot have 2 bonuses of the same descriptor. So if I have a deflection bonus +1 over here and a deflection bonus +1 over here, I do not get a +2. They do not overlap. So these bracers are shittier now because they also have a +1 deflection bonus to AC. So we've killed the owlbear and we're sort of done. So I'm going to just finish this one. And we're actually ready to level. So we've actually, we're ready to become 4th level. You know, here's my problem. I'm enjoying this. Like, I still love this game. I think this game is amazingly well done. And for 2006, it was, I say ahead of its time. It was really, I cannot get up this grade, which sort of sucks. And you'll see all the other adventures that we do still have to do. So here's another one. I suppose we're going to go in and do this one, the Treasury. Treasure Hunt. Sure. Cult of Evil Chaos stores their plundered loot inside this treasury. So, okay,
the door behind you seals shut as you enter.
Oh,
there's now only one way to go. Forward.
Let's get our buddies up here, and let's get our buffs up and running.
Treasure.
Have you played Lord of the Rings Online? I did, actually. I have played Lord of the Rings Online. I have not played it extensively, and I have not played it recently. It is very much more a traditional MMO. Very much an old-school tab target MMO. It has sort of tank. It has the Holy Trinity
a burly
kind of thing going.
Stands behind a magical barrier, guarding a pile of treasure.
And it's pretty good, but it's not my gig right now.
The Minotaur snorts. Greed draws you
I
adventurers
have played it
like
though, and it's
moths
not a
to
bad
flame.
So we got a Minotaur in there, and our goal is to open up the open this up and kill the Minotaur, pretty much, and get the treasure in there because there's a chest. So that's really our goal. And there's all kinds of things that we have to deal with to do that. Hopefully I won't get poisoned because I hate poison. Oh, and then we got freaking bats. I also hate these bats, by the way, because they're very hard to track. Alright, Scorpion's dead. More bats. Here's the rest shrine, so that's good to know where that is. Yeah, these bats make me wish I had some giant AoE. Like they make me go, oh, I should be a mage, and just nuke these bad boys with a. I wouldn't have a fireball yet, but. And strangely, I do dig. It's sort of weird, but I do like melee in this game a lot more than most games, weirdly enough. Ooh, big old skeleton hero, dude. Let's eat him. Here we go. We're wolves. We like bones. Like any you want to come at me with a skeleton. So we picked up the crest of the snake. So we have one crest of the 3 we need to deal with the Minotaur. And this dungeon is so another tile puzzle. Pretty simple. Also going backwards often helps with these because backwards often has only one way to do the thing. Whereas forward you can sort of get confused and go, oh wait, there's 1,000 ways to do the thing. And backwards, there isn't. So we got the second one, the Crest of the Wolf. It's a Duran Duran song. And there's really nothing in here of note. The silver pieces are sort of bogus. That's not really a lot of treasure in PDO terms. Damn inflation. I don't think. Oh. No, no. There's no other way to go. We need to go, I think. Where's the last of these stupid widgets? That's the way out. Is there just a plain old ghost? Keep going. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Oh, more scorpions in a trap. Well, maybe we can go around the trap. Maybe that's what this is doing for us. This looks very spidery, if I'm to be honest. Oh, yikes. We kicked her ass, though. Let's kill these nests, because I'm pretty sure that, that they're going to spawn these little ones. And there's no crest here? No, doesn't seem so, huh? Just creepy noise. That's all. Nope, don't mind us. Just some creepy noise. It is. So here's the thing. So if we had a thief, then the thief would be able to find the control box for the trap and disable it. I personally dislike melee combat in ESO. It made my hand hurt since it involved... So, oh yeah. So Theron... So, I'm sorry. So, it does in the sense that it has healers. Right? It does have healers. I don't know that it is super Trinity-ish in the sense that, but there are some taunts, so you can sort of tank, and you can heal, and you can certainly DPS, of course. Oop, let me get in the middle. I should have told everybody else to just not come through.
This should be enough crests to fill all of the sockets on the Minotaur's
Let's run through this time. Yeah, we can just rush through. All right, so we have done all the things. I hope they're all good, so we can put the crests in one at a time here. The Minotaur is dangerous, but probably not really that dangerous for my level at this point. Yeah, he's not that scary. I think all the things are like third level dangers. Let's see what the chest holds. No, don't be sorry. I enjoy talking. That's probably it's probably better ultimately, the +1 physical magical resistance ratings, but again, it's all low level loot, so it's really not that impactful ultimately. So the adventure's complete. So the problem with ESO, in my opinion, like I like ESO. I think ESO is a very well put together game. I played a staff-based Nightblade, was my sort of most successful character. Right, sort of a drain. Right, kind of like a warlocky drain, a mage kind of build. The problem with ESO, in my opinion, it was, and I don't know if this has changed, because I haven't played it in quite a while. It was very much all based on animation canceling. Like, if you wanted to get your DPS up, you had to really get behind the concept of spamming light attacks in between your attacks and getting the animation cancels in. And it was quite the thing. Now, mind you, that made it very skilly. It was sort of skill-based in that sense, but it was also a pain in the ass. Bugbear Caves, we're going in. Epic Bugbear Caves. Like, this game, the skill is more build-based, and then obviously there's a little bit of skill in terms of at higher level in clicking what when.
As you walk deeper into the cave, you hear deep.
But it's not you don't have to physically
the stout iron lock on this door
weave attacks and animation cancel. That's not what you're doing. That's not where the skill is.
You notice a small iron key in the corner of the room.
So there is an iron key laying on the floor here. That's good. We will go and see if that opens up a door. No, that is a lever door. And don't be sorry for spamming. It's fine. There's not that many people talking. So it's just you and me having a conversation. And like I said, if we're talking about games, I can talk quite a bit. I like chatting about gaming.
The smell of meat cooking wafts tantalizingly down the corridor.
So we got some meat. And it looks like a lever. So we definitely want to kill Shaman if we can, because I don't want to face
as the first lever is pulled,
whatever Shaman nukes they have or whatever. We need to be a little bit wary of, right? So that's the danger. Let's see if the silver key opens
the image
this.
Of a small silver key is embossed on a surprisingly well-crafted lock.
Yeah, and so we killed the Chanter. Now, thankfully, most of their mages go down like paper. Oh, I don't know what is hidden here, but the one really good solo-y build is like you dip into Rogue and then go whatever you're going to go, right? So dipping into Rogue gives you good spot. You get a lot of skill points at the beginning. So we're going to free the slaves here. You're free now. Head back. You're free. Free. Everybody's free. There's 4 more to get. So we can get 4 more to get an optional. So more XP. And somewhere. So we could use definitely like a detect secret doors clicky. Like a wand. The problem is I don't have use magic device either. Oh, yes, you can multi-class. Oh, it's the the builds can be as complicated as you want. Like you can go nuts. Absolutely 100%. You could multi-class the hell out of these builds.
As the door opens, you see several
Oops.
humans in chains.
So I had to get magic missile there from the back. There's the second lever, so that's cool.
As the second lever is pulled, you can hear the rumble of the sealed doors sliding open.
We do have our other prisoners, which we're going to release. And so we did release all of the slaves, and now we got to go back to the door. Yes, so for instance, you know, it might be beneficial for this build to tap into, say, fighter. Now, I don't need to because, again, I picked half-elf, so I have the fighter détente feat, which gives me the martial weapons. But I did this build at least for a couple levels just to test it out. Again, this is months ago, years ago. And I did Barbarian. I dipped Barbarian. And that gave me Rage, which was interesting. And it gave me the Great Axe proficiency. And then I did the Druid. This time I decided to go straight Druid with the Half-Elf instead. Just to putz around a little different. But yes, 100%. Like, there's a lot of builds online where people will dip and do some very clever because not only do you get, so keep in mind, Theron, not only do you get the D&D benefit to whatever you dipped, right? But you also get to dip into their feat trees. Their not feat trees, they're talent trees. Well, I don't necessarily make good builds, Theron. So Theron says, probably a dumb question, how did you learn to make good builds? I'll be honest. I look them up, and then I go, okay. Like, I look up some builds, and then I mimic that. You know what I mean? Like, I go, okay, that makes sense. I get it. And at the very least, even if you're not going to pick one of the builds, the idea is to understand what goes into a build. So, in DDO, I'm nowhere near that. Because people are building in DDO. You have to understand something. So, and again, I have not even scratched the surface of this game, and I still love it because of just the amazing,
satisfying click.
Sort of bits to it. Once you hit level 20, you have the option to reincarnate. And once you reincarnate, you get a past life. And that past life then impacts your character's next path. So you could say, oh, I'm going to be a cleric, and you resurrect, and then you go, well, I'm going to be a fighter. Well, you can take feats based on the fact that you were a cleric last time. So even there's even more complexity to these builds. Nimble wrists, resistance +1. That's great, but I already have a +1 resistance bonus, so I'm gonna take it, but not worry about it.
Rusty lock on this chest.
What unlocks these chests? I need to look that shit up. But nonetheless, like COH, learning those builds came down to having friends which really did the builds way better than me. Oh yeah, you can reincarnate. Oh yes, you can reincarnate a dozen times. And then every past life is going to you can take feats which give you bonuses. So So as you reincarnate, you start again and you do it again, but you're more powerful because you now have more crap, more bonuses because you're extra lives. So you can very much play one character in this game and do all the things if you wanted to. And doing that is beneficial to you. Kobolds. Ooh, kobolds are always dangerous, by the way. You don't think they would be, because they're all tiny and they're weak. But they're crafty little sons of bitches. So again, if you like... Well, here's the thing. So some people will do... No, some people will literally run the same class multiple times, get to 20 and reincarnate, because every one of your... So, because the bonuses stack up to a certain point. I don't know. So if you might say, I have 3 past cleric lives. I have 4 past paladin lives. So, look, it's ridiculous. And I don't know. Now, here's the thing. I know there's a trap here, by the way. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Because it's freaking kobolds, and I have done this dungeon.
It's just not your day.
But since I could not avoid a trap to save my life, I figured why bother? Let's just go into it. The problem is my cleric is like all for... Oh, we got the giant rat king here. This is badass right there. Let's eat him.
Now that king rat is dead, long live the new king. You.
Rat king.
Business might as well be the
you know what?
Domain.
Those rats, honorary wolves. Oh yeah, it is. It. Here's the thing. It is a good game. The builds are really well done, and that whole scheme of allowing you to do multiple, it's really well done. Where you have games like World of Warcraft that have dumbed down their builds over the course of years, this game, not at all. In fact, there are trees that you can access. So again, you can access... Now you have to buy them with the DDO points. So you either buy them with money, or if you play, you do earn DDO points. So over time, you can literally earn everything in the game. It just takes a long time. There are guides out there on how to earn all the crap. But you can also buy into trees like Falconer or Harper Agent or Inquisitive, or like you can. So again, there's even more build variation than even I have talked about now. It really is, if you like character builds, it's really a game to play. And I get that it's 2006, so it has a little bit of janky to it. But if you can handle jank and you like character builds, it's a great game. What am I fighting? I'm fighting Tasty Ham. What the hell? I'm gonna pick up the Tasty Ham. I thought, just cause I'm a dog and I want Tasty Ham. Sneaking belt. What do we got here? Sneak belt of swim. Nah, I don't need that, but we'll sell it obviously. By the way, the lock symbol chest means you can lockpick them, so thieves know that what they can lockpick. Got it. Thank you. By the way, I cannot lockpick crap, so. And maybe that is the build I should have done. Maybe I should have gone Rogue 1 and then Druid. Wow, that would actually be a better build. That would be a good build, frankly. Because you'd get the spots, you'd get all that crap. you would be able to deal with traps. I suppose I could dip rogue now. I just wouldn't get as many skill points is the problem. If you're going to dip rogue, you should always dip rogue early, because in D&D 3, you get more skill points first level than you do subsequent levels. You get, what, 3 or 4 times the skill points on level 1 than you do... No, see, well, that's the thing. I could, but... And I just said it. When you do level 1... you get like 3 or 4 times the skill points you get every level. So if I rogue 1 now, I would get like 3 or 4 skill points. If I rogued 1 at the beginning, I would get a whole ton of skill points, and I would then put them in my spot and my lockpick and all the stuff to make that competitive. Cloak of Attraction, Haggle, and Bluff. That's not worth it for me. A +2 Venomous Curie of Vertigo 1, also not worth it. But that's fine. I don't need the items to necessarily be awesome. I just need the XP pretty much. So what else are we looking for here?
An elderly kobold rouses the tribe for battle to defend their home. Kobolds that drive
yeah, so a lot of the builds that... So a lot of solo builds in DDO dip into rogue early so that you can do all the lockpicking and trapping. Yes, it does make the prices better. However, it is typically understood that it's not worth it. Like, most people will tell you it's not really worth... Yeah, see, so again, my spot and search is so bad. I need to find some kind of wand or something to help me, or something. Yeah, No, Haggle does just make the prices better also. We're going to recall, just because, I mean, we have completed the quest. Like, your swim makes swimming better, jump makes jumping better. There's a lot of skills that have sort of that in-game thing. Haggle does make the prices better. But most people go, yeah, it's not really worth it to invest in Haggle.
These must be the caves of chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
So we got some hobgoblin caves. No, the like the spot one would be just in the market. You would just buy could I buy? You'd either find one or have to. Someone would sell it in the auction house for just plain old in-game currency. It might be that you can buy it from NPC vendors. I'd have to go look. The problem is my search is terrible, so I would literally need to buy like a Detect Secret Doors wand or something. My problem is my use magic device is also terrible. Which sucks. So it's all bad.
Heavy iron-bound
I might just be locked out of those. The way that this character ended up being built. I wasn't really super thinking about it when I built them. I just threw them together to play, on stream or whatever, right? So I'm like, Nope, I fell down the ramp. Okay, I did it again. That was really, really dumb. Okay, he did too, so he's also not super clever. I got the key. Like, almost all quests are finishable anyway. Like, they do try to make it, but but it's not super guaranteed, and you will leave stuff behind. Like those chests I left behind are good chests because they're the uber purple ones. So there's a reason to have the rogue skills. So I wanted to do the wolf druid, and I decided to go straight druid. But I'm sort of regretting that choice now. I feel a little bit bad. And like Rogue 1 or Rogue 2 Druid might have been the way to go. I don't know that I'll change now. I might just stick with it because it's not a huge deal. Like I'm not. Because the real fact is, I mean, if you miss a chest, it's not like it's killing you. Like you're not, like, right? I mean, it's an MMO. Shit is infinite. You get, there's infinite gold. There's infinite experience. You're not going to miss out. The main problem is going to be, to be quite honest with you, is going to be if there's a dungeon with a lot of traps, I might just have to beg out of the dungeon. Yes, I am absolutely a strength-based build. If you see, so it's strength and con and a little bit of wisdom. Everything else is absolute crap. My int, I'm a dumb, not that charming fighting machine. So reflex saves are going to suck, which again hurts me with traps. My search sucks, which again hurts me with traps. Like nothing about this build is good with traps. Traps are going to be my weakness.
As the door opens,
I'm going for melee, mostly DPS.
You go away.
The goblin falls.
We did get a key, so that's cool. Mostly DPS. Two-handed weapons, like, because even in wolf form, your weapon does matter. It does determine what your base damage is. So two-handed, we're going for big weapons. Oh, there's a lever. We'll pull it.
The orange crystal flares.
I think I'm good in terms. So fighting-wise, I'm great. It really comes down to the other dungeon events.
The squeal of rats from the doorway ahead.
And part of the reason I'm going for a single class right now is it's just easier and less clever, and like, you know, and I'm not that good of a builder, a character builder, and I figured that would be simple and sort of vaguely trivial, and I don't have, you know, and I don't have to explain as much, if that makes any sense. The animal companions don't need something like, no. I get a pet by default. He is about as smart as me. Me and him are like this. We have conversations together. He's actually more charming than me, which makes sense. Chicks dig puppies, you know, and but no, like I don't need that. It is inherent to being a druid that I get him. Now, I don't know if there's some hidden DDO thing which sucks because I don't have int. I don't know.
The red crystal begins to glow, and the sound of stone scraping on stone echoes out from the goblin's common area.
There's what we
opened. A foul stench
opened.
wafts out from this newly opened cavern.
Foul stench. Oh, there's the leader. We knocked his ass down. Yes. Yeah. Hey, we got the chest. It's not locked. +3 hallowed robe. Ugh, I could use leather armor, guys. I beat the hyena in charm. Fortunately, I don't know what the hyena's charm is because he's a summon. He's actually a spell. Thank goodness. because if he beat me in charm, I would be a little miserable. Wait a minute. So did I miss something? Do I need to get a key or some garbage? I don't know, actually. So slay the hobgoblin. That was not the chieftain. That was just a mercenary. I don't know if I don't know if I told. I'm drinking Knob Creek 7-year rye. 100 proof. It is one of my favorites. Certainly my standby whiskey, or my go-to whiskey. I shouldn't say standby. Standby would indicate it is second rate. It is not second rate. It is first rate. This looks very hobgoblin chieftain-y. Let me re-up my buffs. And is the hyena here? Speaking of charm. Or honorary wolf. Let's not quite water, yes. Alright, so we killed him. The chieftain actually is not here yet. Alright, so we've killed the guard. Oh, it's a thing.
Magical barrier seals off the passage. Perhaps the magical runes on the wall are the key to opening.
Hold on. Okay, so here we go. Ready? So it's Simon. Okay. We out Simoned Simon. Fortunately, it only went that many. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I've drank that much alcohol, but I do not trust my Simon skill that much. I think that's what it is, right? It at least it is puzzle design. It's not great. Puzzles are, but let's give them credit. Puzzles are hard.
Chittering can be heard from the hallway ahead.
Because ultimately, the funny part with puzzles is you want them to be solved. Like a puzzle, when you do a puzzle in an RPG,
clattering on the stones.
You want it to be this perfect middle ground. So what do we got here? Evasive hide, fire resistance 5, +2. So it would be. So it's way better than what I have in terms of armor class. Dodge +2, +2%. I'm gonna take this, I think, and I think I'm gonna put it on. I think that is slightly better. Where the hell is it? I'm almost full up on frickin' inventory though. So that is an issue. Let's put that on. We should get a +3 bonus to armor class. And again, it's, I don't know that +3 bonus to armor class is that impactful. It certainly isn't at the end of the game, but maybe it saves me a hit or two in early game. So 3 hits, he's dead. But yeah, puzzles are interesting because, you want them to be difficult, but not. The worst thing you can do for your tabletop RPG is make a puzzle that the players... Oh, geez. I like how there's a little blood stain there to sort of warn me. I'm going to let this one go. And then get that through and pull that lever. Maybe that stops the blades.
When the lever is pulled, the traps in the hall grind to a halt. You hear deep voices in conversation up ahead. The hobgoblins in the
this is the Borderlands. Hello, Catherine. How are you? Yes, this is Keep on the Borderlands. We saved Korthos and then went to the Borderlands because someone asked me about Forgotten Realms, right? They were like, "Wait, this isn't Forgotten Realms?" And I said, "Well, there are Forgotten Realms. You just have to, but you have to go there." And so I went there. So it's good to see you this evening. Yeah, unfortunately, the title of the stream is outdated by, I don't know, an hours or something. So, some. I'm not that clever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the better one is. I'm gonna rest, and I'll tell my hireling to rest here too. Maybe I should do bear form. I don't know. Actually, I don't know enough. No, it's all good. It's all good. Welcome. It's good. Anyone chatting always makes me happy. Since that's largely the only reason I play on stream is to chat with people. Like, there's no real other reason. So. All right, so we don't have to do with traps because I'm terrible at traps. And so let's see what's going through this door here. And yeah, I play a little bit of DDO. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm not an expert at this build or druids in general. The only build that I have even gotten to level 20 is a paladin, and I have not played that paladin in months. So which is why I'm not playing her now, is because I could not. I couldn't even tell you I couldn't even start. Get ready with the True Heart of Wood on my druid. Took forever to level. Back at 31, hard to play in a way.
Something about this section of the wall seems off.
God, I'm such a damn dummy. So there's got to be a way through. Oh, there we go. A lever, I hope.
The wall in the
armory thank goodness.
Open, making barely a sound.
And I'm just going, this is, maybe a little simplistic. Like, I'm just all for a little bit of melee at this point.
Goblin chieftain slumps to the ground.
Going for strength, not going for caster. Faded leathers. Oof. That is terrible. +1 enhancement bonus. So fortification 38 is probably a little better. And then +2 resistances also don't suck. I don't know how good that is early on. I really don't. So I don't know if +2 physical and magical resistance ratings, what that means early, frankly. So we will take all that, of course, and we'll just see what that comes to later on. Oops. Well, that's a bust. I expected him to have treasure back here. Better off with the high beam. Thank you. Thank you. Put the leather on the wolf. Can I do that? Holy crap. Wait. I can... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Where is the leather armor? That's a great question. Oh my god. Yeah. What? Right. A weapon. I can put a weapon on the wolf? I'll have to figure out what to... Right click on your pet by your name. Yeah, right. Same with collars. So I did give it wolf rage. Okay, all right, that's cool. I just didn't know you could put armor on the damn thing. That's cool. That's awesome, by the way. That's so sick. You can armor up your pet. I did not know you could put armor on it. I knew you could put collars on your, but I didn't know you could put armor on it. So that's sort of cool. I'll have to figure out what I think that means. I've tossed armor that maybe goes on it, and then you can put weapons. I have to figure out what weapons you can put on the beast. Very cool. You should give him the leather armor with the +4 dex, but well, I don't have +4 dex bonus. It is all slightly crappier than that. That's a robe +4 armor bonus. What else do I have? I have... Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But that's good for now. I'm good. The catch is DDO hasn't fixed pet to level with you behind 6 level. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they... my understanding is pets don't scale very well, so... Which ends up being an issue, of course. Your view window. Dark Hunter does class pet. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I mean, I am. You have to understand. I am so not an expert in any of the game. I said I played. I have one character that I've gotten up past 20.
Chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies
That's it.
have made their base.
Go to the view window. You can see the level of the pet. I don't know what even the view window is, to be quite honest with you. So I'm not super worried about it at the moment. How about there, maybe? The view window you have top. And your character no. Oh, so here? Oof, that's horrible. Okay, I hate the two. Okay, we're gonna leave my Why is that Kobold Caves? I actually want the wolf. Let me target the wolf. Then I'll do that and examine him. Level 3. There you go. So he's level 3. That's fine. I mean, we're both level 3. That's what we got. So we actually don't have this quest? That's odd. That's weird. I thought we got all the quests, so now I'm confused. But so be it. Right, yeah. So you can, yes, you cannot armor him up with armor that's higher than his level, etc. That's cool. Obstructing the orcs. Well, let's kill some orcs. Oh, right, there's 2 different orc tribes. I mean, we're just gonna. I mean, we're here. We're gonna do this one too while we're here. So we're gonna call my honorary wolf, and then we're gonna buff, and then go in and see what's what.
Fearing for their lives, the people of the keep have asked for your help dealing with 2 orc tribes that dwell inside this cave. Judging from the decor, each direction leads to a different tribe's
So we
home.
have 2 caves. We're going in. Here's our ice orcs.
And a gun
Oop.
clangs in response.
Presumably,
Several orcs rush around the corner.
they've seen us. I feel they've seen us. If we can break their braziers, that's exciting. Can use 2-hand axe as a sword with your druid. Yeah, I'm using a 2-handed maul right now. Just because it's the best weapon that I've found so far. I mean, I'm definitely, where am I at? So I'm, that is the pet. I need me. Yeah, I'm using a 2-handed maul of vertigo. It's not great, but it's pretty much what I've found at the moment. So I'm gonna stick with
This
that.
orc seems fiercer than the rest of the first.
Yeah, that's cool.
Letting him live will just leave a possible new chief who must be dealt with in the future.
Now let's open the map, because I will need the map. Because my sense of direction is crap. Oh, 2 weapon fighting.
This
Interesting.
room is where the Frostbite creates its magical concoctions.
Yeah, you're way ahead of me,
Store
Kevin.
these now, before I can
You're-
create more
you're
of
like,
deadly and vile substances.
So what do we got here? Various magical and alchemical components. Our tip: destroying them would prevent the Frost Rager clan from becoming a bigger threat. Well, I mean, I am terrible at all this shit, so oh well. I thought my spellcraft was okay. I'll have to go check it. I mean, my int is terrible, so good point. Yeah, my int is bad. My spellcraft is at least 4, but my int is awful. Let me go back there and see what the options were. Spellcraft. There we go. We actually got spellcraft. So we destroyed the thing, got 47 XP. Always happy to get some extra XP there. Oop. Come on. There we go. Never let DDO pick your feature skills. I don't. Again, I'm not that good at the game, so I don't know what necessarily is more useful than not. So my character is going to suck, but I'm okay with that. I'm good. I don't have to be that. Hey, It was only a matter of time until someone like you came along to punish the Frost Rangers clan's deeds under the leadership of the Cult of Evil Chaos. Frost Rager and Ash Tusk both. Their actions are unforgivable. That is true. I can only hope they will find peace in death. Who are you that you show concern when you are their prisoner? I'm the former leader of the Frost Ranger clan. My daughter replaced me and dedicated herself to the cult. Okay, well, do you have need of anything before I go? The charm on the table was thrown here by my daughter in an attempt to transform me into a worshiper. Take it from here when you go so I may bury my people in peace. So be it. So we will take... So that's the charm that we go into the... After 20, your dog won't get feats or skills. Playing DDO and DDA tabletop for 20 years. Druid is the tough class to play. I mean, I'm going to play a very simple Druid. Right. Okay, so. Somewhere there's a secret door, right? Did I miss... I missed the damn door. There's a secret door back to the other place. So that's just the plain old door. Not a huge deal since I can just walk. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think, I mean, we could rest, but I think we're good. And obviously we're missing something because there should be levers to pull to get that treasure. But let's kill these guys first. So there's a big guy right there, huh? Let's hit our dodge. We get 10 seconds of dodging. And done. Don't hurt, by the way. But we did. Would you quit healing the hyenas? What are we doing with the hyena? So there's a lever.
The lever clicks into place, and the sound of grinding gears can be heard.
But presumably there's one in the frosty place, right? Because otherwise that would be silly. They have to both have the thing, don't they? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, there we go. One side of a bookcase. Okay, there you go. So I will have to look and see if I can find... We all know orcs love books. I guess hyena is more charming than you, so she heals him. Be quiet. A little bit. A little bit. Yes, absolutely correct. It is sad, but I'm not charming, I'm not smart. I am sort of a boorish dummy. There we go. There's the bookcase.
Grinding gears can be heard once again as a gate opens somewhere in the cave.
All right, so we at least got an extra chest. Hasty gloves, double strike, 1%, but still, chill ring. That's sort of cool. That's not bad. Enhancement bonus. So that discarded ring is now, less useful, but so be it. So if I put that on, I should get... Oh, I am literally full up. Yeesh. Yeesh is right. Holy crap. Yep. I mean... put that on. I should get 9 points. Yeah, because this is 10 and it's sort of pointless. So I really need to go back. I really need to be done. So let's finish and then we'll recall all the way back home and then we'll sell a bunch of junk and get the quest rewards. Oof. Are you playing the game through Steam, by the way? Yes, I am. Because it's darn convenient, actually, to play through Steam. Because the problem is Standing Stone Games, which I don't know if they still run it, but I think they do. Their website is very awkward. Their account site, so doing it through Steam is actually very, very helpful. Yeah, we got to get rid of all the junk here effectively. So I agree with that. Frankly, even the shield and orbs and crap. The axe, crossbow. Like we're not going to use any of this. I'll keep the blue stuff at the moment just to stare at it for a second. I mean, no, I mean it's fascinating because they are. This game is not. This game is not in a maintenance cycle. It's still getting updates, like meaty updates. I don't really want that Armor of Cold anymore, frankly. We don't really need Axebane. We don't need a discarded ring. So they're kicking butt as far as it goes. Like I'm amazed that they are. They have a spell vendor, like or is it just the general vendor? Let me look and see what she actually has for sale. I haven't looked at what she has, and I really need. By the way, I am very, very impressed that they put this in. You can actually see what, like, Small Thorns is Druid 2nd level spells. Thank frickin' goodness. For the longest time, that was so annoying to have to sort of just either know or figure out. Now, is there an inn? Can we change spells here? Yes, we can. So a couple things. So first thing, we got to level. So I got to figure out where to level. There's got to be trainers somewhere. Well, I only need, I mean, the thing is, Catherine, I only need, like, level 2 stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not... I'm literally a level 4 druid once I level up here. If I can find the druid trainer. There we go. There she is. Hey, advance me as a druid. So I get a bonus. I think we're just putting it in strength because we are punching things. Heal. Spellcraft. I really don't need concentration. And I am so dumb I don't get a lot of points. um, Most your pets. It doesn't seem like I can do anything with my pet other than change its threat modifier. So I don't know what that necessarily is going to do for me. So, okay. And I do have points to spend here. I have 4 action points here. I wouldn't mind the trip modifier going. Oh, I do need to buy the second level of this. Your attacks to penetrate 10% of your target's fortification, plus 3 to spot and search. I mean, believe me, my spot and search are terrible, but I could certainly use that to be higher. Action boosted double strike doesn't suck. Also, the longer dodge would be the defensive option. That also wouldn't suck. Wolf form melee attack. When you trigger this, spectral packmates appear to assault all your foes. I'm probably going to buy this because I like the idea of shooting wolves at my enemies. I just think that's hilarious. What do we got here? +1 strength or wisdom wouldn't suck. We have 4 points to spend. Now, I'm not going to do the half-elf tree. And again, the upping the length of the 20 dodge bonus would actually not be terrible either. I do like plus damage too. That's sort of appeals to me. I'm okay not taking this. I will take Ghost Wolf Pack because I want to shoot wolves at my enemies. So I'm going to do that, 100%. Nature Warrior for Wolf and Bear use Protector Tree. Yes, 100%. I will not. I'm not taking Season's Herald. So we have 3 points. Well, 2 points left because that actually cost me a couple, which sucks a little bit. So I will take the Brother Wolf. I'll up that a little bit. I could. The plus dodge probably doesn't suck in the long term either. Ugh. So many things to take. I'll spread it out a little bit for now, and then we'll respec if we need to. That's fine. All right. So we are officially leveled up to level 4, rank 17. We don't have any points left. We are done. No, it's all two-handed, actually, Catherine. I am two-handed. But now let me go back and do. I got to go and get all the accolades from all the folks. Oh, this is a banker. I don't care about the bank right now. I'm good. I got to get all the joy. Everybody's like gonna pepper me with happiness and rewards. Oh God. Magic resistance. So what do we got here? Magic sheltering, +5 to magic resistance. That doesn't suck. It's not as good armor class, but I don't know that armor class really matters at the moment for me. I'll keep that in mind. Death block. That doesn't suck. Sonic resistance does not interest me. That's also death block, but the magnetic thing is sort of a loss. Oh, right. Yes, I got to remember the ingots. Thank you, Catherine. I do have a couple ingots. I have not seen a feather yet. I am going to take the +2 armor to... just cause I don't know if that's worth it, but we're going to take it. That's not worth it. That's not great. Impulse not useful. Huh. Hardy doesn't, I mean, so there you go. There's one that at least doesn't suck. It's +2 con, which isn't terrible. I'm going to take that for the moment. I might take the collar. Of course, there's +2 strength gloves. I might take that too. Feathers are in rare chests. Good to know. Thank you. I mean, ultimately, I'm going to get better strength stuff. +2 chilled companion collar. Although, again, I don't know that the companion collar of stunning hand wraps does not sound like a good... my gloves are dodge. I'm going to take the gloves for now. Anarchic Sickle of Diversion. I do love the names of all this shit, even though... I mean, I don't get another summon. Like, I'm not going to get a... Like, I'm not a summoner in the sense that I get a ton of summons. I'm going to have this guy. And then I do get Nature's Ally as I go up. I'm going to get more... Keep a club for oozes. That's a good point. Now, can I equip a weapon on the dude? Can I equip a weapon? Do I have another weapon to test on this guy? I do not. That sucks a little. I'll take the club. Let me see one thing real quick. Oh, not on pet. No, that's too bad. And I cannot. So this has to be armor and collar only. Got it. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it. I will keep the club. When an ooze comes to me, I will smack it. No two-handed. So it sort of sucks, by the way. Focused helm. Evasive leather. Alkaline. Reinforced leather. It's all fine, but nothing great. I'm just going to take something random to sell, pretty much. No, well, just it labels it weapon module, if that makes any sense. So I'm like, well, maybe there's a, maybe you can put a weapon on. Just like, I'm theoretically using a claw, but it really is my, weapon that determines the damage. +2 vitality. It's not great. Okay. I thought that's not con. That's just hit points. Plain old hit points. Add a little physical resistance. Oh, we got a collar. Holy scimitars, don't care, don't care. I'll take the collar for now, just to see. Oops, I just ate that guy. Hold on. And more collars. Okay, well. All right, and then we go to him, and then he gives me something. What does he do here? He is gonna. Well, that's crappy. That is terrible stuff. Okay. What do we got here? Can't spell. Later choose feat for hammer, weapon blunt instead of weapon slashing. Nice pick. Okay, so, oh, I do need to give him the collar. Good point. I don't want to forget that. We'll give him the armor piercing one as opposed to the spell casting one. I have no idea why that would even be a collar. That's sort of weird that that's how that looks because, like, I mean, does that give like if I'm a caster with a pet, does that give me a bonus? That makes no sense. So that's weird. That's a weird set of things that it's doing there. So, okay, what else? I think... I mean, until I get a yellow augment, I'm going to put this on for the +2 bonus. Although... in theory, I should be able to get a +4 bonus with a spell. So I don't know that that's necessarily worth it. So I'll have to sort of consider that. Because in reality, I could cast... I mean, this... So this is a size bonus, which is sort of interesting. But is bull strength an enhancement bonus? Anyway. All right. So we've completed Korthos, and we've completed Keep on the Borderlands. For the most part. I mean, there's stuff still possibly to do here, but we have, at the very least, mostly cleared it out. I don't use any spells right now. I am almost all melee at the moment. And so we'll have to see sort of where that goes. So let me go back to Korthos Island. Just to go... Oh, did he need these? He needed this, right? No, he didn't. He doesn't care. I thought he needed the page. That's why I went back there. So let me go to Stormreach. And then this is sort of where you would end up. normally in Stormreach, which is the main hub city of the Eberron part. I do not know how to get to Saltmarsh right off the bat. I have to go figure that out. I don't know if that's the Grove. Is that the Grove? Saltmarsh, I suppose, technically would be... No, you can't do 1 to 20 in Korthos. I mean, I don't think so. But you could do Eberron 1 to 20. No, it's not it's you know, you couldn't do Korthos 1 to 20, but you could do it without going into the Forgotten Realms. So, excuse me. I do think so yeah, I'd have to figure out sort of what to do next. That's a good... I mean, obviously we could do some of Korthos next. Or not Korthos. Eberron. We could do Stormreach. We could figure out how to go to Saltmarsh because I think I do own Saltmarsh because they had a big sale on all those, and so I did pick up a couple. Plus, I'm VIP right now, so when I said, "Hey, I'm going to do some streaming of this," I figured, well, I'll buy a month of VIP to make that, as interesting as possible. Show me your wares. I will sell all kinds of crap. Let me sell no gems, huh? I'm going to keep... I don't need that. I don't need the scimitar. I'm not going to use a haggle and bluff. Okay, that's cool. I will... +5 magical resistance. The +2 con interests me a little bit. I have tasty hams. I'm going to dump the tasty hams for the moment. Oh, you're right. In Blor, I still need to check and see what I need to get. I still need to figure out what I need in for these arcane ingots and all that to do anything. So I will have to go back and check that out because that's where that that's where that guy, the crafter is. So VIP gets you pretty much it. So you earn DDO points by playing. You earn DDO points by playing. You can also buy DDO points, of course. Then they have a giant store here. I might as well just show you since I'm here. I just don't know how to get to it. How do I get to the goddamn store? Down here, maybe? There we go. Right, so you have DDO points, and you can buy all this crap. There's 1,000 things you can buy. And some of it is pay to win, quote unquote, right? I mean, there's experience buffs and so on. And you can mostly ignore most of that. At some point, you probably want some of the stat boosts and stuff like that at some point, frankly. At some point, you'll probably want like these stat tomes, in my opinion. The skill tomes you could probably do without. But definitely the stat tomes, you would definitely consider once you get a character and you're like, I'm doing this. You would definitely consider one of these tomes, which gives you like a plus to all your stats. And +8's the max you can go. You don't need to do that at the beginning though. Like there's no reason to do that until you're like deep frickin' in. But what you end up ultimately buying is you might want to buy though, like all the different adventure packs you can buy with points. And the adventure packs, like only certain of the adventures are free to play, Theron. and then some you have to buy, like the ones behind expansions and stuff, like the Borderlands and the Feywild, and like those are all behind expansions, and Ravenloft, which still I think still has good weapons once you hit a certain level, but I don't know for sure. I don't know what state of the art is in DDO. You can earn points by playing, and you will get some. And in fact, I did. You can see the envelope here. They sent me a message saying, hey, you earned some points. Now, it's not a ton of points. There's guides on how to earn points for free. But VIP gets you all of the adventures and all the races and all the classes, as long as you get, and all the character slots and so on, as long as you have VIP. Now, here's the thing. If you were to log on to the game today and go into the store and type free and redeem a code, free DDO 2024, you get a bunch of adventure packs for free because they've been giving stuff like that away. And last year they had a 2023 one as well that you could go and get a bunch of shit for free. So yeah. Catherine's trying desperately to type. She's like, I got to get this information out to these guys. It's like her fingers are failing her. Oh, that's funny. I mean, so here's what. So I'm a bad person to ask there, and yes, I would suggest that. I would suggest that you play for a month or two. You use the free coupons, and you do that, and just go that route and play for a month, and then go, oh, I like this game, or oh no, I really don't like this game. There's no reason to spend money on the game that you're not going to like. The VIP, so you get DDO points, you get a bunch of character slots, you get a bunch of bank slots, like you get a bunch of stuff which is very useful and very convenient. And you could certainly play it. And in fact, you earn 500 DDO points a month as a VIP member, which you then use to buy all the stuff at some point as you accrue those months, which makes VIP less worth it, and then you don't need it anymore. So you get extra dice. Yeah, you get extra stuff. You get extra experience. Like it is what it is. I would definitely try the game before you spent the $15 or the $10 a month or whatever it is. I mean, having said all that, if money is not an object in a subscription of, say, let's say you could spare $10 a month, as a for instance, buy 3 months of the, you buy 3 months of VIP for $30. That's going to get you 1,500 DDO points, but you don't need to worry about right off the bat. And you don't have to change any of the stuff you're going to do. Like, you can totally do all the stuff. Like, it's not going to make you, oh, because I'm VIP, I don't get the same game experience. You're going to do exactly what I just did. You're going to go to Korthos. You're going to fight the Korthos crap. You're going to come to here. What it does do is give you options. At that point, you can go, you know what I want to do? I want to do Keep on the Borderlands instead of a Stormreach because I like Forgotten Realms. Or you can go, I want to do Saltmarsh because I remember Secret of Saltmarsh from when I played D&D back in 1982 or whatever. And you can totally do those modules and enjoy them. Because you get all the modules while you're a VIP. That's typically why I do it. Now, don't get me wrong, over the course of time, the value of that will degrade because you will own all the modules because you'll have spent the DDO points you got, and they will have given you free ones. But when you first start, if you don't mind the subscription, I would buy the subscription, because that's sort of how I roll anyway. If that makes any sense, if I'm playing a game for a month, I'll buy the subscription for a month because I want to see all the stuff, and then at some point, like I said, you will have bought all the stuff with DDO points. Like, you won't need to do VIP as much, I think, is my guess. Now, mind you, I think in Q2, and I forget, because I only looked at this, they're revamping the VIP because I think that they realize that they've degraded the value of it a little bit with all the free shit. I think. But I don't know for sure when that's happening. I'd have to go look at their roadmap again. But again, if you want to play and you don't mind a $10 a month subscription, I'd buy 3 months and see if you like the game. And that gives you all the missions. Like, you don't have to ever worry about going to a mission and it going, oh, I'm sorry, you're not you don't own this mission. Like, you can do all the shit. So I think you get the better experience with the VIP right now. As a beginning player, you get the better experience with the VIP, strangely enough. So that's what I would do. The year, yeah. And yeah, it's really weird. This game is however many years old, 2006, so it's 2024, 18 years old. Still getting updates, adding adventure modules. It's still going fairly strong. There's still guilds out there, so you could find a guild, which, by the way, I have not, but it's a really good idea because the guild buffs are really good on an established guild. You get a lot of buffs. So there's still a lot of joy to be had here, I think. So anyway, however, having said that, it is 12:30, so I am going to probably call this one off tonight. I appreciate everyone that sort of popped by. Catherine, thank you for the information and just for hanging out and chatting. I appreciate it. Theron, always good to see you. A little earlier, Dustin, of course, good to see you. Tyler, Flea Block, Local Fatty, who once again reminded me that, yes, I do look like a character from The Sopranos. JJ Sunshine. Thanks, everyone who came in and chatted. Tomorrow, of course, nothing, because it's my tabletop night, so I'll be actually playing honest-to-God games as opposed to these fake games, these computer games. Get off my lawn, kids. And then I think that Sunday we're going to do some Skyrim again because I've neglected my Skyrim and Fallout folks. So I think we're going to go and do some Skyrim on Sunday. So if you want to come and watch a Skyrim Vagabond, which doesn't run real great on my machine because my machine should not be running that mod pack, but it looks beautiful. So I still run it. So anyway, thanks a lot for hanging out. Catherine and Theron, good night. I'll see you all later. And that's it. Yeah, DDO is great. If you don't mind a little bit of graphics jank and a little bit of combat jank, since, like I said, the combat's a tiny bit floaty. If you like great character builds and super fascinating dungeons, this is really a good game. You could do worse than this game, even in 2024. So thank you for the sub, Catherine, and thank you all, and good night, and have a good weekend. And hopefully I will see you again